Maruti Suzuki is reportedly bringing in a hybrid engine for the Fronx maybe next year. And this is honestly really interesting because it's not a normal hybrid system from what I'm hearing. Now, the normal hybrid system is an electric motor that works simultaneously with the engine, which gives it more power while using less fuel and which is good for emissions. I mean, that's how the hybrid system kind of works. You get a lot of power, you get some good mileage. It's a good system. But apparently, well, we don't know for sure what this actually is. But from what I'm hearing, the Maruti Suzuki hybrid system is going to be much different, and it's honestly really interesting. Now, apparently, this hybrid system is going to be an electric motor and an internal combustion engine, but they're not going to be working together to put power to the wheels. No, that's not how this is going to work. Because in this system, the internal combustion engine is going to act like a power supply for the electric motor, and this internal combustion system is going to be sending power to the electricity to the battery, and that battery is going to give power to the electric motors. And it's not like it's storing the, I don't think it's going to be storing the battery. It's not going to be a big battery that's going to be storing a lot of energy or anything. It's going to be a direct conversion type of thing. I mean, the internal combustion is going to send electricity to the battery is going to send it to the electric motor, and it's going to be constantly doing that. And that is unique to think about. Now, is it really worth it? Is it going to make that much of a difference? Well, I don't know. But the reports are that this engine could have a fuel efficiency of 35 kilometers per liter. Now, even if it gets 30, that's a huge deal. And considering that normal hybrid cars usually get about around 20 or something, it's a big step up. Now, what would the system actually make the driving experience of the car feel like? Because in a normal hybrid system, you feel like you're driving a normal car because the internal combustion engines are putting power to the wheels. But in this case, it's not going to be the internal combustion engine doing that. It's going to be the electric motors. So it's going to have the sound of an internal combustion engine, I'm guessing, because there's going to be an internal combustion engine running in there. But the power is going to be coming from the electric motor. So it's going to, the feeling of driving is going to be like an EV, but the sound is going to be an internal combustion engine. And that's honestly interesting. I don't know what that experience would be like, because from what I know, the internal combustion engine is going to be in a constant state of tune. There's going to be one specific state because it's acting as a generator. It doesn't need to rev up too much or rev down or anything. It's just going to be running. It's going to be a generator. So there's going to be a constant sound, a constant sound throughout whenever the car's running. We won't get the extra sound from the engine when we're putting a foot to the accelerator or anything. We're not going to get anything like that. So it's going to be a sound of an engine running. And it's probably going to be a really silent engine. So I guess we'll only be hearing it a little bit. And the electric motor is going to be doing the work. So we're not going to get any sound from that. Although I am hearing that EVs might be forced to put sound in their cars for pedestrian safety and stuff and all that. But I don't know if that's going to be a case for this or not. But anyway, it's going to be a unique experience, definitely. And I'm guessing that the engine they're going to be putting in it is probably going to be the new 3-cylinder engine that's in the Swift and the Desire, because that engine has apparently really great fuel economy and the power is low. And I honestly didn't understand why they made that engine earlier on. But if that engine is going to be the base generator that's going to be running this thing, it actually makes sense. I mean, that engine is really fuel efficient, and if you can tune it to a way that you only need to get the base amount of power out of it just to power the electric motors, effectively, yeah, this thing could potentially give out even more mileage than before. And considering this is an EV, there's probably some benefit to mileage in terms of when the car's running slowly and all. And it's going to be very interesting. Now, it's reportedly going to be coming out in the Fronx, and I can see that happening because the Fronx, the front end is pretty big and it's pretty spacious, and I can see a three-cylinder engine and an electric motor, both to two sides or something. It seems possible. Now the price, well, price is a bit concerning. I don't know how much more expensive this is because this seems like a good deal for the customer in terms of fuel efficiency and power. Now, the driving feel maybe not, but you don't have to. You don't have the hassle of the charging the EV and all that stuff. You can just fill it up with petrol at the gas station. So it seems like a good deal, but pricing is concerning. Now, ideally, I feel like the pricing should be only 2 lakhs over, 200,000 rupees over the price of the petrol, the regular petrol versions. I think that's a sweet spot. But if it ends up being 4 lakhs or something, yeah, that might be a bit too much. Because ideally, everyone should be trying to buy this version of the car, and if it's too expensive, even if it has great mileage, I think people will be hesitant, especially in the price segment where the Fronx is at. So yeah, pricing is concerning, but overall, this is a very interesting take on hybrid systems, and I'm curious to see how it all works out and how well the system actually works together. So let's wait and see.